Hey, Dave, just wondering if you've had a chance to evaluate the five-on-five offense in the last few games, and if there's something you think that has been missing on that front, or what you'd like to see kind of juiced up tonight.
Yeah, I've had time to evaluate all of it. There's lots to evaluate. I thought we were a better defending team against Montreal. We gave up two goals that I wouldn't even class as scoring chances, and then gave up a shorter-handed one. The offensive side, we didn't do enough to give ourselves, even though we had the puck in their end more than Montreal did. We didn't create enough chances by winning enough battles that allowed us to make plays at the net.
Next,
So,
go ahead,
when it
Ryan.
comes to winning battles, and obviously, um, you know, the players going with every intention of winning the battles. What are you seeing when they're engaging, and why you're losing these battles that you've mentioned a few times now?
We got beaten too many battles. The Montreal guy beat our guy in a battle, or we didn't. There's a one-on-one battle that the puck is there. Somebody's going to win it. Somebody's going to lose it. We got to win more of those battles.
Next question, Bob Stauffer, 6:30 Chad.
Hey Dave, for our Toronto friends and maybe for a bit of perspective here, 4 games now for Tyson Barrie. How would you assess his fit with your group to start here?
Still a work in progress here. I think he's getting a feel for that power play. Our power play hasn't scored. We've generated a lot of chances, but we haven't been able to put it in the net. But he's working his way in. There's some parts of his game that have been pretty good. There's some parts we've got to continue to find out what we have.
Next question, Jason Gregor, TSN 1260.
Dave, it's early. It's only 4 games, and obviously a very patient coach. But when you look at Zack Kassian's overall game, he's one of your most aggressive forwards when he's playing well. Can bring a physical element. Do you need to see maybe more of him, even I don't know, verbally and physically engaged?
Very much so. I had that conversation with him this morning.
How do you think he gets back to being that guy? Because we didn't necessarily see it in the bubble either.
Yeah, he knows he can play better. He said lots going on in his life with his new daughter here the last couple of days. He needs to get back to playing the way he can.
Next question, Jim Matheson, Post Media.
Dave, you didn't change the lines up. You just figured you need some consistency for a couple of games, just keep the same lines together.
Yeah, a little bit. There were some parts of the game that I didn't mind, so we'll see. Give it one more shot. We'll put Bear back in. We wanted the right-hander back in there, so that's the only lineup change for tonight.
And Ethan, you figure 1 game off, watch from up top.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, there's been some good conversations with Ethan. Jim Playfair spent a bunch of time with him, so I think he understands what we're looking for, and hopefully, I think he'll jump in and give us a good game tonight.
Thank you.
Next question, Jack Michaels, 6:30 Chad.
Dave, I think you alluded to it before you left for Toronto, and a lot of coaches talk about the importance of that first trip, guys getting to know each other a little better. With the subdued atmosphere on the plane, no cards, and not the ability to go out to dinner, is it a challenge for you and all coaches to, build that off-ice chemistry that sometimes translates to on-ice?
Yeah, it's interesting because it's certainly different. There's some different aspects of it, but reality is the whole team eats dinner at night at the hotel, just not in a restaurant, but they're all eating the dinner together. They're having all the meals together, so there's a lot of time around each other, which I just think just a change of atmosphere is going to be good for our group. We haven't played a road game since last March, and just something different will hopefully be good for our group. And it's a really important road trip for us. We've got to come in on the road, play a strong road game, and play well.
Thanks, Dave. That's all I have.
Last question, Lance Hornby.
Dave, this season's been called both a marathon and a sprint. Can you talk about the importance of not falling too far behind in the standings, even though we're only a few games into the season?
No, it's the games come quick, and not just the number of games, but the length of time we're going to play those games in. So you can't be when you're playing well, you got to try to sustain it. When you're not, you got to get it back in a hurry, and or you're going to be behind. That's going to be the whole not just the start of the season, through the whole season.
Thank you.